Go ahead. Are we ready?
Sure. Now seems as good a time as any, right, lads?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to round 1 of the Swiss phase of the Legend of Zelda Any Percent No Up and A tournament. This is Liquid Husband, along with my commentary partner, LOZ Cards Fan 23 Laws. We have what some people are calling, including the restreamer today, the match of the week in front of us.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It's the match of the week. We have it between Justin Man and AdirondackRick. Now, AdirondackRick's PB is 36 minutes and 55 seconds, while Justin Man has a PB of, just under 34 minutes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an interesting match. Both of them are going to be taking the exact same route. So even though Justin Man has the faster posted time, all it takes is one untimely death, and it could turn this race upside down. So again, both of these are taking the same route, so it should be interesting to see how this one goes.
Yeah, it's also interesting. Maybe we might see, because it's a race, maybe one of them picks up a blue ring they normally wouldn't in a pure speedrun attempt, or maybe they go for the gamble. These things are what will decide this race, and it's just exciting to see, and we're about to see it here very, very shortly.
And just like in the randomizer, resource management is key, especially your bombs, because as you know, these players are not going to go out of their way into levels 5 or 7 to pick up that bomb upgrade. You just need too many rupees to do that. You need to have enough bombs for certain levels to get past them. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble, and it looks like we're underway.
Yep, we are. Hopefully chat will let us know if we're ahead or behind, but for the most part, not as big of a deal here in this race as it would be in, say, a rando, because there's not a lot of surprises to find here. As we see both men... Oh! We see Justin Man trying a couple of screen scrolls here to get across the overworld a little bit quicker than Rick.
Absolutely, but it's all about executing those screen scrolls, because while it is faster to do, if you miss it a few times in a row, then it's pretty much a sunk cost at that point. So if you're going to do a screen scroll, you better be good and ready to do them.
Yeah, on this level 2 first route, really that screen where you kind of get bottlenecked by the moblins, that's where the best screen scroll comes to play. It's looking like both guys are going to enter right around 1 minute. Maybe Justin Man getting in about 2 seconds faster.
Yep.
And we see Rick getting a heart there. That was helpful for him. As we said, the rules in this tournament: if you die in a dungeon, you have to go at some point in time go back to the screen where you died. If you die in the overworld,
yeah, that is correct.
If you die in the overworld, you have to immediately go back to the screen where you died. Rick getting the double bomb drop from the gorillas. That's huge here in this early going.
Yeah, absolutely right. Now, these Moldorms here, and he just did it. He stored a bomb count, because these normally don't drop bombs, but Justin Man did just that. He stored a bomb drop, and when he took down one of the segments, he got a free set of bombs right there, because it's the 10th enemy has the bomb. That hint actually has significance. What that means is, if you go through 10 enemies in a row, and you bomb the 10th enemy that drops something, you're going to get a fresh set of 4 bombs when you do that.
Oh yeah, and that's a great chance to do it. In that room right before, you've killed a fair amount of ropes and haven't seen any 5 rupees drop, which are the other item you can get on the 10th count. And Justin's Dodongo being much more cooperative than Rick's. Whew. That could have. I mean, it went poorly for Rick, but it could have gone a lot worse if he had gotten just a couple more bombs down without getting Dodongo taken care of.
Yeah, that really could have been a disaster right there for Rick, because unlike in Randomizer, a death in this game costs you several minutes.
Right, and Justin going straight to the take any heart container out of Monocle Rock, whereas Rick's going to get the 30 secret from the Armos.
Yep, so a little bit of a divergence of paths here for the time being.
Yeah, I wonder if that means one of them's going to try the red candle route.
Yeah, the red candle route. 30 secrets. Yeah, what the red candle route is, you have to have a candle to complete the game, because you have to burn the bush at the dead end to gain access into level 8. You can either do that by purchasing a blue candle for 60 rupees, or picking up the red candle in level 7.
Yep, the red candle route a little bit faster, but also a lot trickier when it comes to money management.
Yeah, that is correct about that, as we see that Justaman has picked up the white sword. It looks like that Rick is going to follow shortly behind to get his white sword.
Yep. If he can just get past this blue Lionel. Well, it being a little bit more cooperative than that Dodongo was, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
He does indeed pick up his white sword. You want to get that white sword, and what I've learned from these two first routes, you usually want to have the white sword by about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Anything less than that, you're a little slow.
Yep, he got his at 4:12, so he's on a pretty good pace right now.
Yeah, and so you do see Justin in level 1 quicker, but like we pointed out, Rick did stop at 2 extra caves on his way, so we could see that pay dividends. He's hoping, down the road when Justin Man needs some rupees for something, that he's not spending as much time gallivanting about on the overworld as Justin is.
Of course, Rick doing this pirouette here in level 1. The reason why you do that is because there's a glitch in the game where if you enter a dungeon that's got a locked door to the north, exit it, and then come back into it again, that locked door magically disappears.
Yep, and both runners skipping, there's a key in that room immediately to your right when you enter, that's fairly easy to get. However, it does slow you down later with enemy spawn locations. One of those strange things that someone much better at this game than I've figured out.
So Justaman just picked up his bow, which of course not only is it needed to defeat Ganon, you also needed to defeat the Goma that you'll be seeing coming up in level 6. So both of these players are going to have to purchase the 80 rupee wooden arrows near the blue ring shop.
A good old-fashioned arrows required seed.
Coming up on the 6-minute mark, Rick has just picked up his bow as well, and now let's see how Justaman does against Aquamentus with the white sword. It takes 3 hits, perfectly done.
Ooh. And from what we can see on our end, that was a gold level 1 for Justin.
And that was an immaculate level 1 right there by Justin. He is now ahead of his PB pace.
That's impressive in a race setting. Maybe he's taking a different path than he usually does in his standard runs. I haven't watched him a whole lot, but looks like he is now. He's taking. Okay, I see where he's doing. He's taking the screen scroll route to level 3. Okay, I was a little confused for a second.
Rick doing the bomb and Aquamentus approach, and does 4 HP of damage, so just 1 bomb and 1 white sword, and down goes Aquamentus. He's got his Triforce out of level 1 as well. So here we are in level 3, which the top speedrunners will do level 3 first, but in this setting, it's a lot more easier because you're in the top speedrunning setting, you only have the 3 hearts and the wood sword. These guys have 6 hearts and the white sword, so the Dark Nuts and Manhandle, they go down a little bit quicker.
Indeed they will, especially where it really pays off is are those Dark Nuts. red dark nuts are much more manageable when you think about them taking up 2 hits instead of 4. As we see Rick purchasing the candle, that's what he was getting, the early blue candle. I'm sure that means he's probably going to pick up a 100 secret on his way out of level 3.
So a little bit of divergence of paths between the two runners as Rick picking up that blue candle as we're just about at the 8-minute mark of this race. And there is the raft that is picked up by Justin Man, which you'll need to get into level 4.
Yeah, and if for anyone joining, if you're joining in progress here, Rick's route is intentionally slower on the front end. He's just got to hope to make up that time as we go on. He got extra money early, so between that and the fact that Justin had an absolutely fantastic level 1, that's where we're seeing the difference in time so far.
Yeah, but all it takes is Manhandler to be a troll. At 6 hearts, I mean, that's a lot of health, but you're still going to lose 1 heart every time you get hit by either the Manhandler or its fireballs, and he's going to try and get this bullseye. Nope. Second try. Oh, there's still 1 left. This is usually where where you fall under. Oh, there we go. We got the final piece of Manhandler down. Now, unfortunately, because he took some damage between segments, he didn't get that bomb drop.
And it's another technically gold level 3, although from what I'm understanding, Justin Man typically does run 3 first when he's doing speedrun attempts. So maybe it's been a while since he's done a 2 first run, so his skill catching up to his splits.
Yeah, absolutely, and he has just enough bombs he needs to complete level 4 because there are 2 bomb holes that you have to go through in level 4, and Justin Man has exactly 2 bombs, so he has a choice here. He could try to build up a 10 count and force some extra bombs, or he could just play it safe and just wait until he has to use the bombs where he needs them.
Oh, Rick missing on a bomb shot to try to chase after a fairy that he then got hit after picking up.
Ooh, Rick couldn't quite get the bullseye on Manhandler, and Manhandler is trolling. Now he's just going to try for the white sword. Play it safe. Nice job by Rick.
Well done. It's Justin forces a bomb off the Zulls in that dark room in level 4. Nice play for him.
Yeah, absolutely a beautiful play right there to give him some extra bombs that he may need in level 4. Yeah, that was a great move right there by Justin. Forcing that 10 count, building it up, bombing that 10th enemy, and getting 4 extra bombs. Because with what he's got right now, his white sword, there are no bomb drops in level 4. There are no enemies that are going to give him bomb drops. I mean, fires would, but you have to have a magical sword to do it.
Yeah. 4 is, yeah. Level 4 is the level where your resources go to die.
That is correct.
It's not giving you anything without you working for it when it comes to drops.
Rick entering level 4. His resources aren't much better than Justin Man's. He's only got 3 bombs to his name, so he has 1 spare bomb that he can use in level 4. So if he wants to try to build up a bomb count, he has a little bit of insurance. We'll see how Rick decides to play this out.
Alright, so he's entering this room with his count being 0. This is the safest place to try to build up a count. The Zul's typically not too difficult to fight.
Justin Man able to do that ladder clip in the tea room. You can't tell it's a tea room, but trust me, if you have a candle and you light up the room, it is definitely the tea room. Tough one to do a ladder clip on, and Justin Man made it look pretty easy.
Oh, Rick finally getting a bomb drop on his last bomb.
Wow, very well done there. Yeah, he was trying to build up that 10 count, and it nearly cost him dearly. See how he does against Gleeok. Again, you're going to lose 1 heart every time you get hit, but that was a great Gleeok fight. Now, yes, White Sword goes down a little bit quicker, but still, it's a fight you can take a death in rather easily because of how much damage it deals.
Yeah, the Gleeok fight is the first... outside of the people who are really chasing the world record, the Gleeok fight is usually the first choke point of this race, or of this run. Especially for the wood sword route runners, but even for the white sword, it can still be a tricky spot.
Just been having a little bit of trouble doing these screen scroll here. The red Octoroks are not playing nice with him.
Yep, doing just enough to irritate him. Oh, as he gets a nice lucky bomb drop off of the blue moblin.
Yeah, blue moblins are a good source of bomb drops. They're in the bomb dropping group in the overworld, along with blue Octoroks and blue Lynels. They will also give you a chance at a bomb drop. Hey, look at all the bombs that Rick is getting off of these fires.
Using his last bomb there to pick up 2 bomb drops. Impressively done. Now if he can just survive this Gleeok fight.
He could take only one more hit. He can't take any more hits. No!
He was dead.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
He was dead, and unfortunately, that is the thing that Rick could not afford to have against Justin Man. Ouch. Because not only is it going to cost him time, he has to defeat that Gleeok all over again, because you actually have to clear out the room, get out of that room to lock it in place, so he actually has to fight him again. That's a tough break for Rick.
Like I said, the first choke point of the race. And we just saw it,
Getting a few extra bombs is Just Man from that blue Octorok. And Rick is now down to half a heart again. So it looks like Justin Man is going to go to the northeastern section of Hyrule to pick up this 100 rupee secret. There are 3 of them in Hyrule, 3 that are worth 100, 4 that are worth 10, and 7 that are worth 30.
Right. So I guess...
Oh, and Rick taking a death to the spike traps just before the Vire Room. Ouch. Another costly death.
Almost... Kind of makes me wish he had almost gone ahead and picked up the letter while he was up in the northeast. Maybe go out and just buy say I gotta buy a potion.
Yeah, either that or from the take-in, instead of picking up a heart container, you can always pick up a potion. That's a free potion without having to have the letter. As now that we're 15 minutes in, we've got Justin at the beginning of level 5, which has one very, very tricky room we like to call the Room of Requirement. It's a set of 6 blue dark nuts, which each have 8 hit points. So with the white sword, they'll go down in 4 hits. Most of these players in the speedrun are going to have wooden sword at this point. So what they're going to try to do is take their bombs and try to defeat them as fast as they can using precise bomb drops. They take 2 bombs to get rid of 1 blue dark nut.
Yes, they have to be placed very precisely because dark nuts have their own little special rules about bombs. That first dark nut room, doing nice by Justin. It looks like he is going to go down and he picks up a key there.
Ah, he's going to go for the bomb upgrade. It looks like.
That's what.
Yeah, this is where
he's building up his count. Maybe he's just building up his count.
Interesting, because he had the rupees to do so, but he obviously. Oh, I see. He has the rupees to purchase the wooden arrows and the bait. That's the reason why. Yeah, it kind of baffled me for a minute.
Yep, and Gleeok goes down. Finally on Rick's side, so he's going to be making his walk towards level 5 as well now. And Justin, in that room you were talking about earlier, this is what I would consider probably the most critical point in the average speedrun of this game is that room, and he gets through it, survive, and advance.
Justin Man took quite a bit of damage on that last blue dart nut, but he was able to knock him down and get his recorder, which is used not only for transportation, but also to gain access into level 7. The reason why we call it the Room of Requirement, well, you have no choice. There's no block clipping because it's in a single block room. You have to clear all 6 blue dart nuts in order to progress.
Yeah, and the key is just, especially in a race like this, just to get through, because even if you die, then at least you don't have to clear that room again. You have to go there. You have to go back to wherever you died, but you don't have to get back to that single-use area of this dungeon where you just go get the recorder and come back, kind of like the reverse C room in level 9.
Yeah, that's correct.
Justin getting some security bombs off of the Dodongo, since he's going to be headed to level 7 next. You needed every bomb you could get there.
Now, a funny fact about Dodongos is that the single Dodongo, like the one you see in level 2, that is treated as a boss. So when you defeat that Dodongo, it never returns again. But the trio of Dodongos does not act as a boss. So if you defeat all 3 Dodongos, they will show up again, which can be useful if you need to farm bombs.
Ooh, Justin, low on health here. He took a hit from the Gibdo.
2 hearts, yeah. He's got to be careful. 1 hit from this Dig Dogger here, and Justin Man is out. 1 hit from anything.
He
forgot to blow the whistle. Bomb. Oh, man, this could be critical here because a death would put Rick back into this race. He needs to be very careful here. Can he get through Dig Dogger?
Oh, no!
Oh,
Fireball gets him!
And that's the opening Rick needs to get back into this race right there, Liquid Husband.
The race is wide open. Rick has his candle. Justin's got a little bit of a lead, so to speak, in level 5. But, like I said, Rick's got the candle that Justin doesn't have yet, so could that be the time difference?
Oh, you better believe it could be. Now, of course, Justin still has the lead. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Justin Man still has the lead. But if he takes another death, Rick can get right back to this and actually take the lead. And that's why, like I said, deaths are so critical in a normal game of Zelda 1 right there. And you have seen the power of what it can do.
Yeah, and I guess also forgetting for a second that Rick still has to go get the recorder and Justin does not. That's a huge point in this because it's so out of the way in this level 5.
Yeah, right you are. And Rick only has 4 bombs to take down these blue dart nuts, so unless he tries to build up a count, he'll have to use his trusty white sword to take down the majority of these dart nuts. We'll see how he does.
Yeah, and knowing Rick like I do, he'll be the first to admit it. Dart nuts are not his favorite enemy in this game.
They're not my favorite enemy either, and I play this casually. Oh, with half a heart left, Justin Man defeats Dig Dogger, picks up his heart container, and the Triforce out of level 5. Boy, if he would have died again, Rick would have had a chance. Now Rick will need to be careful here. He's got 2 blue dart nuts left and 5 hearts. And he's going to be in good shape, it looks like. Yeah, he got the last one. Very well played there by Rick.
Yep. And so he's getting the recorder now as we see Justin whistling back to level 4, which is the appropriate level to warp to on your way to 7 if you're doing screen scrolls. Also, if you're doing some shopping.
Yeah, the shopping we're talking about right now, he's got 150 rupees, so he's got 10 rupees to spare for the shopping list here. You're going to pick up this bait here for 60 rupees at the Blue Ring shop. Then, just south of there, there's a bomb shop with some arrows that cost 80 rupees, and again, you need those wood arrows for the bow that you got in level 1 to take down the Goma that's coming up in level 6.
Oh, and Rick gets a double bomb drop off the Gibdos in that room. That's huge for him, so it gives him the bombs he will need. Instead of having to worry about where he was going to get some more, and another bomb drop. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, an embarrassment of bombs is the saying I've heard a lot during playing the game of Legend of Zelda, and that's exactly what Rick has been getting here in level 5 off the Gibdos.
Yeah, he'll be looking for those 4 extra bombs in level 4 later, or level 7 later, and won't be able to find them, I can guarantee you.
Speaking of level 7, we're in level 7 right now. Again, you needed that recorder in order to gain access into level 7. Now, my memory serves me, Liquid Husband, you have to have at least 5 bombs to complete this dungeon, because level 7 is a bomb-heavy level here.
Yeah, if you're playing it correctly, you need 7. But absolute minimum requirement is 5, yes.
Right. Rick has 4 hearts, so he's got a little bit of extra health to spare against Dig Dogger. Let's see how he does. Has his bomb at the ready and just needs a stab or 2, and down goes Dig Dogger. That was a good fight, and he'll get a fairy, which will decrease the refill time for Rick right there. So, pretty good level 5. He's definitely gained some time, but he still finds himself about 2 minutes and 20 seconds behind Justin Man's pace at the moment.
Yep, that's the... as he was picking up the Triforce about the same time as Justin was laying down the bait in the Grumble Room, and on his way through the Gorilla Gauntlet, on his way to the Red Candle, which he will now be picking up.
Yep. What the red candle does is the blue candle, you can only fire it once on the screen, and if you want to fire it again, you have to exit that screen in order to use your blue candle again. But with the red candle, you can use it as many times as you want on the screen that you're on, but only 2 shots can be on the screen at the same time. It's good for people who have terrible aim with their burn bush abilities, like myself.
It's good for that, and also good for, well,
I think they're pretty useful against Gibdos.
yes, yeah, it can ward off Gibdos. If you find yourself in a situation where you're having to fight Lynels for some reason.
Boy, what a dig dogger kill that was by Justin, man. A good use of bombs, boy. That was picture perfect right there,
Yes.
like what husband.
Yeah, definitely redeemed himself from his Dig Dogger fights in level 5.
Now we see that Rick is heading for level 7 himself. He will not need to pick up the red candle out of level 7, so he'll have a chance at least to gain a little bit of time back now. Ooh, that could have been close. That room right there always scares me, that reverse C with the bubbles and the wall masters, because you get wall mastered in that room, you're losing several minutes, and a mistake like that could have put Rick back in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. He did the right thing, I think, by having his arrows out, because even then, if you get bubbled, you can still combat a wall master that's coming right at you.
Yeah, that's right. That is the play to go, because when you get hit by a bubble, you lose access to your sword for about 5 seconds or so. So you have to use some other means to take down the wall masters. But there is one tiny disadvantage of using the arrows, and that's if it drops a clock. Because if you pick up a clock in a wall master room and you haven't taken down all the wall masters, you have to exit the room and go back to finish the job.
Yeah, it's always the kind of oh crap moment when you pick up a clock in the Wallmaster room. Now, Justin taking a few attempts to get the screen scroll that I affectionately named a while back, the Adirondack Slick, the scroll over into the graveyard.
The Adirondack Slick, huh?
It's a thing.
I believe you. I'm not going to go into details, but I believe you. So here we are in the graveyard. The Justin man has enough hearts to pick up this magical sword. It's 5 hearts to pick up the white sword and 12 hearts to pick up the magical sword. Those numbers never change. First or second quest. By picking up that magical sword, that attack power will be doubled one more time. So every time you hit something with a magical sword, you do damage to it. It's 4 hit points of damage. That was a nice Dig Dogger fight by AdirondackRick as well. Pretty much a mirror image of Justin Man's fight.
Yep, just unfortunately for him, he didn't get 2 hearts and a fairy out of it.
Yeah. He still has plenty of health, though. Let's see how he does in this reverse C room. There's 1 more left to go. Oh, he gets it just before the bubble chased him down. Nicely done there.
We saw Justin Man clearing out that room of Zol's in an attempt to have full health as he enters what we call magical breakfast. He had it briefly, but lost it in the next room.
Yep, there are 2 magical breakfast rooms here. We've got your pancakes, we've got your eggs, and we've got your whiz robes. Boy, he did really good. That was a great breakfast room right there by Justin, man.
Yeah. Thought about that great bomb drop he found, but then realized he didn't need it for anything.
No, because he was already at the maximum 8 bombs. As Rick has picked up the Triforce out of level 7, he is currently about 2 minutes and 5 seconds behind Justin Man's pace. So he did gain about 15 seconds on Justin Man, most of it by virtue of the fact he didn't have to get the red candle out of there. But right now it's going to take a death, I think, in my opinion, for Rick to catch back up here in this race. And again, level 9, it can happen in level 9, because you died again, and you're losing, what is it, about 3 minutes or so?
At least, yeah. And Justin there, it wasn't the fastest Magical Breakfast 2 or Magical Brunch, if you will, but he avoided ever getting hit by a Wizrobe or a Wizrobe Beam.
And sometimes going fast, you got to go slow to go fast. So yeah, that was a very good second Magical Breakfast room there by Justin, man, as Rick is here at the graveyard to pick up his magical sword and double his attack power. Let's see how Justin Man does against Goma. One wooden arrow is all you need. Bullseye, he got him.
There it was. That was the number one answer on the board. He hit the bullseye, and he is now off to level 8.
Nice 1992 to 1994 Family Feud reference there, Liquid Husband.
Anytime with Twitch's favorite game show host.
Yes, shameless plug there, but I do appreciate that nonetheless. So Rick here in level 6 here, he's trying to get some extra bombs off of these Wizrobes. He did get one drop, so he'll have enough bombs at least to complete this level 6, because there's a couple of bomb holes that you got to progress through, because otherwise you have to go through the three-headed Gleeok of Shame if you don't have any bombs.
Yeah, and nobody wants to do that. So, as Justin's entering level 8, we're going to see Rick's attempt at the magical breakfast.
And now Justin Man has entered into level 8. One more blue wizard to go. Nicely done there by Rick. That was a good magical breakfast room for him.
That was very well done, especially considering he kind of got off track to start. You kind of want to go right down the gut in the center half tile, but he got off track a little bit, killing some red Wizrobes, but recovered extremely well.
This is the Blue Lagoon room. There are 2 Blue Lagoon rooms, and both of them are required to take down all these blue dart nuts. And Justin taking a lot of damage, but he does get a lucky fairy drop from that last blue dart nut to get a good chunk of his health back. He's got 7.5 hearts for the second Blue Lagoon room.
Yeah, that may have been required for him to get through this. That was huge.
Blue dart nuts in the health dropping group, so when you defeat them, they tend to drop lots of hearts, and there's always a chance for that fairy. He's getting even more hearts now from those blue dart nuts. He's now back up to 10 hearts. Man.
Oh, man, yeah. Forget what I said. He did way better in the second Blue Lagoon room than I was expecting.
Yeah, the second one was immaculate. That was really, really well done. So he's going to have plenty of health against this Gleeok. All you have to do is bomb north. Don't be petting the bunnies, though, because you're losing 2 hearts every time you touch a Pole's voice.
They play fairly nice, and he gets through that without any reasonable problems.
4-headed Gleeok, and let's see how Justin Man does. Let's check how Rick is going to do against the Goma. He does it in 2 shots before he closes his eyes, so Rick's got the Triforce out of level 6, but meanwhile, Gleeok is down on Justin Man's side, so he's got the Triforce out of level 8. That's all 8 Triforce pieces. Time for him to go to level 9.
So Rick leaving level 6 about the same time that Justin was leaving level 8. Level 8's about a 2-minute level, so that seems to make fairly good sense.
Yep. Alright, so in level 9, you gotta go through various staircases in order to pick up the silver arrows to kill Ganon. There's, of course, a direct route to get there, but getting there is half the fun because a lot of these rooms are guarded by Patras and Wizrobes and all kinds of nasty enemies, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and pick up this potion here. Yep. Justin Man is taking no chances, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to pick up that potion that'll enable him to refill his health twice. So if he's down on health, he'll use the potion so that he doesn't take any costly deaths. This is a smart play here by Justin Man.
Oh no, interesting on Rick's side, it looks like he had stored a bomb drop because the first blue dark nut in that room dropped a bomb.
Yeah, that's normally not an enemy you would see a bomb drop against. So yeah, you're absolutely right. He must have stored a bomb along the way to get that bomb drop from a blue dart nut. Very rare to see that, but that's how you can do it.
He's gonna need those bombs probably here.
Interesting. Rick bombed to the north of that because that just happened to where the blue dark nuts are. And there is a bomb hole there. If you keep going north, you'll be able to get access to the magical key, which is what enables you to go through as many locked doors as you possibly can. That number turns into the letter A. So that's why we like to call it the any key. So that's what's north of that room, but you'll never see runners do that unless they're playing 100%.
It makes me wonder if it may have just been him employing race strats, but maybe Justin has Rick's stream up to see what he's up against, knowing that he could get that potion you were talking about earlier, just to play it safe, because as long as he doesn't die, this race is his at this point.
Yeah, you are absolutely right about that, and I think that could be what he has going on right now, because I think it's a legal move to be having another restream up. I know in randomizer it's illegal, but I think in a vanilla race like this, I believe it's legal.
Yeah, it is. We had even toyed with the idea of having mid-race interviews.
Ah, Rick getting the 8th and final Triforce piece. Right now, he is 2.5 minutes behind Justin Man's pace. It was a 32:34 for Rick, a 30:02 for Justin Man. So that's what's going on right now. And he's down to 2 hearts. Yeah, go ahead and drink that potion.
Yeah, and you'll notice that Justin Man has an extra heart container that Rick doesn't have that he picked up from that Gleeok. Rick left it behind in level 8, as Rick's going to pick up that potion as well.
Yeah, better to be safe than sorry, because, yeah, speedrunners will forego that heart container that Gleeok drops out of level 8, and they're typically going to go into level 9 with 13 hearts, much like Rick is doing. And Rick is also going to go ahead and pick up the potion here just to be safe. Justin Man's already used 1 potion. I mean, he's more than capable of getting through the rest of this level 9 without having to drink the 2nd potion. But let's say he has a bad reverse C that's coming up, and he has to drink that other potion. He takes more damage before he gets to the Ganon fight, because remember, a high roll driver, you lose 4 hearts. Anytime you get hit by a Patra, you lose 2 hearts. Blue Wizrobe, 2 hearts. Orange Wizrobe, 4 hearts. I mean, if he takes bad damage here coming up in reverse C, you never know what might happen.
Yeah, if he has to use the potion here, Patra 3 gets interesting all of a sudden, but it looks like he's probably going to be fine.
He still has 8 hearts left, but still has a couple more Wizrobes left to do. And this room is very nasty, because not only do you deal with the Wizrobes, but the bubbles are really messing with them. Man, freaking
They finally
bubbles.
left.
Wow.
That bubble finally left the middle. It was just toying with him that entire time.
Man, that was a rough reverse C room, but the most important thing is he kept his health, and he still has a blue potion left as he goes ahead and gets his silver arrows.
Yeah, not a ton of damage taken in that room. He was just getting bubbled at every possible opportunity.
Yeah, the reason why I think people don't like Wizrobes in this game is not the Wizrobes itself. It's the bubbles that usually accompany them.
They do seem to go hand in hand quite a bit.
Yep, and nicely done. Justin didn't panic, even though it took him a couple of tries to get that block clip through the diamond staircase. Justin Man kept his health and does get bopped once by the Patra 2, but he still has plenty of health. And remember, he still has a blue potion left to go if he needs it.
Oh,
and I would imagine
Rick's having to take out Patra 1 for bombs.
Yeah, if you don't have enough bombs going into level 9, you're short of that. Yeah, you got to take down Patra 1. Otherwise, you're going to have to hope for a lucky bomb drop from either Vyres or Orange Wizrobes. And you don't want to be relying on RNG for your run to either stay alive or not.
Oh, down to half a heart. Justin whips that potion out at the last possible second.
Boy, that was close. He's back to full health again, but if he has more trouble... Oh, and speaking of more trouble, he immediately loses 4 hearts to this Blue Wizrobe. This could get interesting.
Yep. Depending on how Rick handles this next Patra, we could be looking at something. As he's going to take a bop here, Justin is more than likely. Yeah. It's hard to get through that without doing so.
I've done it before, but yeah, you have to take your time. That is the normal strategy, just to tank that spike right there. So he's got 9 hearts, which is plenty of health. But if he struggles with this Patra 3 fight, and he's down to, like, say, I don't know, 5 hearts, this could get dicey for Justin Man.
Looks like he may have locked Patra in place.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, takes 1 hit. So he's going to have, what, 8
hearts?
8 hearts going into Ganon. I think he's got this, but we'll see.
All right, here we go. The Ganon fight. Need 4 hits from the magical sword, and we've got bacon as Rick has just picked up the silver arrows here in level 9. There's a high roll driver right there. 1. And he does not get the stun lock. 2.
He's down!
Oh! Ganon gets Justin Man, and this is the opening Rick needs to potentially steal this race from Justin Man. Yikes, the double high roll driver. Oh, no.
Oh, no, as Rick performs an exceptional reverse C and the reverse block clip that he's as good at as anybody else I've ever seen, I think he still has 2 potions.
Yes, he has not used a potion yet. Rick is now in the driver's seat, folks. Now, he has to remember that he's got those potions. Don't leave them behind, Rick. If you need them, use them. He's down to 3 hearts. He gets hit by an orange Wizrobe. He's down for the count.
I would not be surprised to see him immediately use it in this room here.
He's down to 1 heart. Okay, he's using it right now. Thankfully, a blue Wizrobe hit him. If an orange Wizrobe would have hit him, he would have been down for the count right there. So right now, Rick is in the lead. Shockingly, a turn of events here. This was Justin Man's race to lose, but Ganon being Ganon, and Lee Toledo, and wow, this is nuts.
Yeah, and perhaps the biggest thing is that Justin only has 3 hearts now, as you saw him take another death to that Patra. Every time he enters 9, he's only going to have 3 hearts. He may have to think about leaving and getting to go into like a ferry or something.
And now Rick is in the final Wizrobe room right here. Before he leaves, the blue Wizrobe giving him a beam to the butt.
I was just about to say he was going to make it through without taking any damage in that room just for extra swag, but then he got bit in the behind, as you said.
Yep. Well, now it's time for Patra 3. Let's see how Rick does. He's got plenty of health, and he still has 1 potion to his name. So right now, I mean, unless Ganon gives him more hugs than Zelda would to Link, I think this race is going to be over. We'll find out. Nice Patra fight right there. So let's see how Rick does against Ganon. And 4 hits is what you need to kill the beast. Here we go.
Yep. Looks like Justin may be stuck in a feedback loop at this point.
There's 2 hits. Just needs a couple more hits. If he stays on the corner,
so he may just hang out in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. 3. Got him.
And
there we go.
Down.
We've got Bacon. We've got the Triforce of Power, and Rick has come from behind to take the race. Congratulations to Rick. He is 1-0 in the tournament.
Yep. AdirondackRick finishing in first place in this race with an official SRL time of 39 minutes and 37 seconds. 39:30 on his clock. I'll go check in with him, see if he's ready for an interview.
So in spite of a couple of deaths to Gleeok early for Rick, the deaths to the Digdogger and Ganon proved to be even more costly for Justin Man, as Rick is able to take this race.
Man, it all came down to health management in level 9. I mean...
Yeah, and Justin Man even had 2 potions, but he just... I think the problem was he tanked too much damage against the Wizrobe rooms. I mean, I usually get through this with just 1 potion, but hey, it happens. That's why you play the races.
And after that death from Justin, looks like he is forfeited, but I believe we have been joined in the commentary
get through this with just 1 potion, but hey, it happens. That's why you play the races.
How after the that blank did I win?
From
well,
Justin,
I'm going to tell you how the blank you just won AdirondackRick. 2 reasons. Number 1, Justin Man took a death to Digdogger, so that enabled you to gain some time on him. Number 2, Hyrule Drivered at the end. He had 8 hearts to work with against Ganon, and he got Hyrule Drivered twice. Could not get the stun lock on Ganon. That was it.
Oh no! Wow. Wow. I'm just stunned because I was expecting to have probably him beat me by 4 or 5 minutes after what happened to me in 4.
Yeah, the double knockout on Gleeok with just 1 heart left to go. You got the last hit on him, but not before the fireball took you down. And then you died a second time to that spike room before getting back into the Gleeok room. And then, yeah, you were hanging in about 2.5 minutes behind Justin Man the entire way through after level 5, and then level 9 happened. And it just goes to show that taking untimely deaths in no up and A proves to be costly sometimes, and you ended up being the beneficiary of it, AdirondackRick, so congratulations on your victory.
I guess I'll just put in my reservation for playing Lack Attack next week. My goodness, I just did not expect this, and my condolences to Justin Man.
As we have Justin Man in the booth with us again, an exceptional start to this run for you, Justin, and unfortunately at the end, just some health issues.
I hate this game.
They told me what happened to you. I'm sorry.
How do you not get through 9 with a potion? That's just what I'm wondering. That happened to me in a run last week too. It's just bad.
I had to use one of the 2 potions I picked up, and that's usually I have to use both of them. So I'm surprised I only got through with needing to use one.
I had
that was a fantastic
horrible
all-around
Wizrobe
for you,
rooms.
Rick. Yeah, it came down to those Wizrobes. It seemed like you took a lot of damage early, and you had to swig that first sip of potion very, very early. And
yeah, the first potion was in the first Wizrobe room. Well, Patra 1 also went left, so I took 2 bops there, so that was cool. I mean, the only thing that went right in 9 is I forced my bombs in the first room. That's like the only thing. And I guess I got Patra 2 clip pretty clean, but...
You did, yeah. But
Reverse C was
reverse C,
like... I was screaming. You guys don't look at have the mic on.
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah, the bubbles were really trolling you in reverse
I was
C.
just yelling at my TV. Get away from me.
I can imagine.
I could have used bombs, I guess. I just forgot that I used the 1 and they gave me a bad pattern, so I stopped using them, and I forgot I still had like a couple more I could have used, but that's still, at that point, it shouldn't have mattered. Like, I should have been able to... I had 8 hearts going into Ganon, and I just, like, I missed the first stab because he did the late fireball, and I'm used to going, like, left around the fireball and then stabbing him, but I should have just gone right up and stabbed him immediately, and I did get 2 hits on him, but he was not where I expected him to be after the second hit. Like, he was on the left after I tried, instead of, like, way over on the right, and then I was just basically standing right where he was standing, so... Yeah,
and the rest, as they say, is history.
The Digdogger death was bad too. I blame the Gibdo. They never do that, and
yeah, that Gibdo in the room before I was just over on commentary. I was like, he took a hit from that Gibdo. He's got to be exceptionally clean with Digdogger, and then the bomb issue happened in there, and you survived on Paul strats for a while, but those fireballs are just coming from every direction.
What bomb issue?
He ran out of bombs.
Oh,
where did I run out of bombs? I don't even remember.
If you didn't run out of bombs, you missed.
No, I didn't run out of bombs on Digdogger. I was only planning on using 1, but I missed because you need at least 7 for level 7.
That's
so
what it was,
I wouldn't have even used 1 if I didn't have that low of health. But that Gibdo D, he got me.
By the way, I just looked it up. This is a race PB for me.
Nice.
Congratulations, Rick. Very well done. Very well done. So, Rick, you go to 1-0 in the tournament, and yeah, as you were mentioning, you might have the prospects of having to face Lack Attack in the next race. But hey, that's why it's a Swiss tournament. You'll each have 5 races, and hey, you'll have plenty of chances to improve on your standings. Just man, it's definitely not the end for you. You'll definitely have some chances to get back on your feet and stay alive in this tournament.
Yeah, just got to be able to beat the game. It's the hardest thing to do in this game is to beat it. I think.
Yeah. So. and to be clean at it, I had two deaths and 4 on my 2 first route.
Yeah. Oh, and just for your, I was listening to the commentary during the race, just so you know, those golds early on were not real. My splits are, first of all, these aren't even my PB splits. These are my 2 first splits, but I got 30 secrets in that route instead of the 100 secret later. So that's why I gained a bunch of time and then lost it all like on the way to 7. So.
Well, it's interesting to see you running the Red Candle route, not getting the 230 secrets that people usually get in Red Candle, and Rick running the Blue Candle route, picking up the 230 secrets that people don't usually get in the...
Yeah, the only reason I'm doing the 100 instead of the 330s is, like, for Red Candle, is just the extra 10 rupees. Like, if I have a bad 2 as far as getting rupees to start the game, you might not end up with enough unless you force a bunch on the way. So...
Plus, you have the arrows in level 7.
Yeah, exactly. You get a little bit extra there for 7. So, which isn't. I mean, I have the white sword, so it's not like totally necessary, but they do help.
Yeah, especially if you get bubbled in the wall.
Yeah, that bubble.
You want to have something.
Yeah, they can just ruin it. But yeah, GG all around. Either way.
GG. Good luck to you in the next round. Cleaner run, you would have had me for sure.
Yeah, I think I was pretty far ahead when I went into the Ganon fight, but my heart was pounding. I knew anything. Even with 8 hearts, I knew if I screwed something up, I could just die.
My heart was pounding at the Gleeok fight, and then all of a sudden, bopped by a fireball. I had to do this all over again.
I saw that. Yeah, I think I was on. I kept looking over They had the stream going, and I think it was like during a transition or something. So I actually saw like you killed him, and then his fireball hit you after he was dead. That sucks.
Yeah, I didn't have the restream up, so I didn't know where you were. So I was going in expecting when I uncovered the screen to see, oh, what? Okay. Okay. Well, like I said,
Yeah.
good luck to you in the next round, all right?
Yeah, you too. You as well.
That's the thing. Like he had about a 3-minute thereabout lead on you, Rick, going into 9. But in essence, that's just a 1 death lead. Is all that is. It could be the difference between a 30-second lead and a 3-minute lead isn't much in level 9 once you get deep into it.
Yeah, death in 9 at Ganon is like 3 to 4 minutes. So there's little chance of me continuing and beating it from 3 hearts. I have done it before, but I was really only doing it in case Rick ended up dying as well, and I would continue. But
did you ever consider whistling over to get a fairy fountain?
Yeah, I could have done that. I was actually more trying to just build my count so I could force some fairies, which on that last attempt there I did, but then I died as soon as it appeared. So, and then I was gonna do fairy bomb strats in the gel room or the Zol room and stuff like that, but that stuff's all hard to do anyway for me. So
hard game hard.
More of a prayer, yep.
Gentlemen, congratulations on a very exciting race, and we wish you the best of luck in your second Swiss match.
Thank you, and also thanks to JSR for the restream and for you two for commentating. Thank you, and again, good luck in the next round.
Yeah, ditto. Thanks all around. Catch you guys next time.
All right. Well, I think that's going to about wrap it up for us.
Right on to
the That'll make the blooper reels. That is going to wrap it up for us this afternoon. I do want to point out that we do have 3 more races coming up later on today. In fact, I believe one of them is going to be happening 10 minutes from now on Speed Gaming. We've got King Doll versus RKC TKC with John Taping and Zeldis doing the commentary on that. Then at 6 p.m. Eastern, also on Speed Gaming, we've got the champion, the world record holder, Lack Attack 24, going up against Zarby 89 with Redbird Grad and Random Effect on the commentary for that. And then finally at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Gary and Old Wolf's channel, we've got Crystal Saver and Lasso 42. Cantaloupe Me's doing the commentary on that, so a lot more exciting races coming up in the No Up and A tournament. So, on behalf of our 2 runners this afternoon, justinman114 and AdirondackRick, on behalf of our restreamer JSR2 Gamers, make sure that you give our 2 runners and JSR2 Gamers a follow. And on behalf of my commentator partner, Liquid Husband, make sure you give him a follow as well. This is LOZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. Have yourselves a great rest of your Sunday, and we will see you next time.